Søren Kierkegaard either / or A Fragment of Life. Welcome to the intricate world of Søren Kierkegaard's either / or A Fragment of Life, a groundbreaking exploration of human existence that blends philosophy, theology, and literature. This book takes readers on a journey through the dualistic paradigms of aesthetic pleasure and ethical duty, challenging us to confront life's fundamental questions. Kierkegaard invites you to dive deep into the tension between living for immediate gratification and fulfilling moral obligations. Through fictional letters, he gives voice to opposing characters, bringing these conflicting philosophies to life. Central to the narrative is the ever-present anxiety that accompanies our freedom to choose. In understanding Kierkegaard's insights on existential dilemmas, freedom, and the absurdity of life, expect to gain a fresh perspective on the human condition, one that resonates with modern existential themes, urging us to find meaning amidst uncertainty and contradiction.
Shaped by loss. Born into a world of privilege in 1813 Copenhagen, Søren Kierkegaard experienced profound loss early in life, losing almost his entire family by the age of 25. This intense brush with mortality deeply influenced his philosophical outlook. Kierkegaard considered the placid existence of the middle-class Christian life around him as an illusion that masked the deeper realities of human existence. Aware of life's fragility, he immersed himself in constant work, driven by the certainty that death comes for all. Kierkegaard's prolific literary period between 1843 and 1855 saw him publish over 20 books, where he conveyed his philosophy and critique of modern society. His debut major work, either / or, creatively delved into the dichotomy between aesthetic and ethical lifestyles through a fictitious exchange of letters. This was quickly followed by Philosophical Fragments in 1844, and in 1846, concluding unscientific postscript, pushed the existential envelope by exploring the intricate truths and subjective realities of life. Kierkegaard challenged the notion of superficial religious faith that promoted conforming to social norms. He argued for a life of authenticity, urging individuals to confront the chaos and absurdity of human existence and to make bold, passionate choices. He dismissed abstract theological debates in favor of practical wisdom, emphasizing the necessity of personal decision-making and self-responsibility in seeking life's meaning. His philosophical perspectives on the absurdity of life, where the universe seems indifferent to human longing for structure and meaning, anticipated the existentialist movement. Kierkegaard posited that embracing this absurdity leads to genuine religious faith, a paradox that calls for reconciliation between belief and uncertainty. In his pursuit of truth, Kierkegaard turned away from formalized religion, finding solace instead in the simple gospel teachings imparted by his father in childhood. This shaped his belief that genuine faith arises not from belonging to organized religion, but from personal confrontation with the divine and accepting life's inherent uncertainties. The continuing exploration of Kierkegaard's themes in subsequent discussions will delve into the contrasts between aesthetic and ethical lifestyles, his insights into choice and anxiety, and the enduring impact of his philosophical contributions. These explorations aim to uncover the depth of Kierkegaard's legacy and its resonant relevance in understanding the human condition today. Aesthetic versus ethical clash. In Either-or, Kierkegaard masterfully delves into the enduring struggle between two opposing lifestyles, the aesthetic and the ethical. These realms reflect deep-seated human instincts in perpetual conflict, yet each lacks completeness when standing alone. The aesthetic life, defined by individual passion and subjective experience, is championed by the character A young man pursuing pleasure and amusement without regard for consequences. In stark contrast stands Judge Wilhelm, who embodies the ethical life through commitment to moral codes, social responsibility, and self-sacrifice for communal and familial duties. Kierkegaard breathes life into these opposing perspectives using fictional letters penned by the two characters. This engaging format allows readers to experience firsthand the philosophical tension between seeking immediate gratification and adhering to societal obligations. The letters uncover the psychological depths of each character, illustrating how their values shape their understanding of life and purpose. Rather than advocating for a singular path, Kierkegaard invites readers to explore the friction between these divergent philosophies, urging introspection about the life one wishes to lead. Through this vivid dialogic narrative, Kierkegaard challenges the audience to engage their imagination and contemplate the profound question of how best to navigate life's fundamental choices. Embracing the dizziness of freedom. Hedonism promises pleasure and distraction, yet leaves life's profound questions unanswered. Kierkegaard argues that existential anxiety is unavoidable and essential to the human condition. As beings capable of choosing our paths, we are faced with the daunting task of making decisions that shape our destiny and bear the burden of this freedom. This naturally gives rise to anxiety, an expression of our self-awareness and freedom. Kierkegaard calls this the dizziness of freedom, urging us to not flee from, but embrace it. The aesthete, in pursuit of shallow pleasures, seeks to escape this anxiety through indulgence and entertainment. This path leads not to fulfillment but to a hollow existence. Instead, confronting life's challenges head-on brings richness and authenticity to our lives. The ethical judge, committed to responsible decision-making amidst life's uncertainties, finds deeper significance. Yet, this approach too can falter if it becomes blindly obedient to societal dictates. An unreflective adherence to conventional norms risks draining life of passion and creativity, rendering existence joyless. Kierkegaard advocates for balancing freedom with responsibility. He stresses the importance of engaging with moral principles that shape a meaningful life, while retaining the liberty to challenge or transcend societal conventions when necessary. True selfhood emerges from this delicate interplay between adhering to ethical frameworks and pursuing personal passions. The journey to self-discovery and an authentic life requires courage to embrace the anxiety that accompanies each choice, knowing that it is this very anxiety that propels us to live engaged, meaningful lives. The Melancholy Dane. Dive into the philosophical realm of Søren Kierkegaard, a pivotal figure often hailed as the founder of modern existentialism. Kierkegaard's profound critique of both aesthetic and ethical lifestyles, combined with his conceptualization of anxiety as intimately tied to human freedom, reverberates through philosophical discourse even today. His emphasis on subjectivity and inward reflection stands in sharp contrast to the methodical philosophy of George Hegel, which favored an objective and rationalist view of reality unfolding through laws of thesis, antithesis, and synthesis. Kierkegaard audaciously argued that truth is subjective, grounded in individual experience and perspective rather than universal principles. This radical stance paved the way for later thinkers such as Nietzsche, Heidegger, and Sartre, who focused on concrete human existence over abstract rationality. Nietzsche expanded on Kierkegaard's individualism, Heidegger explored concepts of authenticity and anxiety in Being and Time, and Sartre echoed Kierkegaard with his existential assertion that existence precedes essence, emphasizing the freedom to shape one's own values and life. Kierkegaard's acceptance of life's absurdity with humor and irony left a significant mark on absurdist writers like Camus. In The Myth of Sisyphus, Camus commends Kierkegaard's ironic defiance in confronting life's inherent meaninglessness. Kierkegaard's work, especially Either/or, laid philosophical groundwork for major existential themes: the centrality of individual experience, the negotiation of choice and responsibility, and the insistence on crafting personal meaning amidst life's uncertain and absurd nature. Centuries later, Kierkegaard's legacy, his earnest exploration of the perplexities of human existence and the enduring quest for meaning, continues to challenge and inspire our understanding of what it means to live authentically. Embrace absurdity. Kierkegaard's exploration of human existence unveils its inherent absurdity, a theme encapsulated in the cryptic title Either/or. It reflects the perpetual crossroads we encounter in life, laden with decisions that inevitably bring sacrifice and anxiety. Whether you marry or remain single, chase a career or idle in inaction, the specter of angst looms constant. Choices define our path, yet none offer respite from the turmoil of being human. Kierkegaard suggests a radical response to life's absurdity: laughter. He urges us to find humor amidst existential pointlessness, proposing a light-hearted acceptance of the absurd. This embrace of absurdity laid the foundation for 20th-century thinkers, including Franz Kafka and Albert Camus. Camus, in particular, delves into this theme in The Myth of Sisyphus. Here, he urges us to envision Sisyphus, eternally rolling his boulder up a hill, as happy. In confronting the futility of his task, Sisyphus discovers joy in the absurdity itself. Similarly, life's challenges demand that we seek contentment not in blind faith, but in acknowledging and laughing at their inherent absurdity. Neither aesthetic pleasure nor ethical responsibility provides complete fulfillment because each embodies only part of the human experience. The recurring need to choose underscores that no single path holds ultimate meaning. Kierkegaard urges taking a leap of faith into the absurd, acknowledging life's fragility and uncertainty with enthusiasm and good humor. Ultimately, Kierkegaard dares us to live passionately and authentically. Confronted with the void of definitive answers, we must create our own truths. In this dance of choices, let go and embrace the absurdity. Make decisions with freedom and imagination, enriched by the recognition that laughter can illuminate even the most daunting paths.
In conclusion, either or encapsulates Kierkegaard's profound engagement with life's absurdity, urging readers to confront the inevitability of choice and the attendant anxiety. By dissecting the aesthetic and ethical realms, Kierkegaard underscores the incompleteness of these modes of existence. He offers no easy answers but instead encourages a conscious embrace of freedom and responsibility. His literary techniques not only humanize complex philosophical ideas but also lay the foundation for existentialist thought, influencing notable thinkers like Sartre and Nietzsche. Ultimately, Kierkegaard's work serves as a reminder to face life with courage and humor, accepting its absurdity while striving for authenticity. In a world of endless choices, where anxiety is inevitable, either or remains a relevant guide to living passionately with a sense of wonder and levity. Kierkegaard challenges us to choose boldly and live beautifully, crafting our own paths through life's chaos.